16 years ago, I showed up to my first bartending event. Zero experience, zero training, and honestly, zero idea what I was doing. That night I made over 200 caipirinhas, guys. And somehow that one night changed everything. So let me take you back. I was 18 years old, living in Rio de Janeiro, love you Rio, working at a bank during the week. On weekends, I used to work with events for a company called Magic Bar. My very first event was a wedding, 400 guests, a team of 6 bartenders, and me, a kid who had never made a drink in his life. Before it started, they gave me a quick briefing, and that was it. That was my training. And I just went for it. By the end of that night, I was hooked, not on the drinks, on the feeling, the people, the energy, the connections. I loved everything about it. So I started asking to work every single event I could. And slowly, I started taking it seriously. I did a full bartending course, history of spirits, classic cocktails, flair bartending, everything. I started really learning the craft. And I started applying everything I learned, event after event, and getting better every single time. Then in 2013, my wife and I made a decision that honestly scared both of us. We moved to Sydney, Australia. No English at all. No experience, never traveled internationally before, just 2 people with a dream and a one-way ticket. The first month, guys, were tough, very tough. 4 months in, then I got my first job at a bar, and that was the beginning of everything. We stayed until 2014 and went back to Brazil to finish our degrees. I kept doing events, some for the people, some of my own, but Australia stayed in my mind. In 2018, we made the decision again. We went back to Sydney, this time for Rio. I worked in bars, cocktail bars, then a fine dining. And it was in a fine dining restaurant where I met my second mentor. That place was a school for me. I learned classic cocktails, advanced mixology, wine, how to connect with high-end clients, how to carry yourself as a true hospitality professional. I did tastings, courses, sommelier training, guys. And I read every book I could find in the industry. My confidence and skills grew, and I started becoming the kind of bartender I always wanted to be. And COVID hit, everything stopped. I changed jobs, I became a bar manager, a venue manager, and during that time, something new started. I began teaching other people, newly bartenders that arrived in Australia that wanted to break into the industry. That was in-person classes, real training. Over 200 students came through those classes. And when things started moving again, I started taking more events, private events, small ones at first, friends, former bosses, colleagues, and word spread. In late 2022, I had what looked like a great opportunity, a senior position in Sydney. I was very excited. I got sick and I was let go. I couldn't understand it. I was devastated for 3 days. Then something shifted in me. I thought about a brand I had been building for years, Shake and Strain Bar. A brand I believed in, real people, real connections. And I decided, this is it. We are going all in. My wife and I rebuilt it. And I want to be really clear about that. Everything we built together. She has been there every single step, every event, every class, every late night, equal effort, equal commitment. This business is ours. From late 2022 to now, Shake and Strain Bar grew into something we are very proud of. Masterclasses, workshops, in-person and online classes, private events, weddings, corporate events. We've now mentored and trained over 500 students, and we are getting close to 600 events delivered across Sydney, Perth, and Rio. 16 years of experience, hundreds of events, 1,000 hours behind the bar. Now I want to use all of that to help other people build something of their own. I created the mobile bar formula for people who want to build their own mobile bar business, wherever you are in the world, not just to make money, but to build something real, a community, a movement. Because if a kid of 18 years old from Rio can walk into a wedding for 400 people and fall in love with this craft, and years after build something meaningful, believe me, trust me, you can build a business out of it. This is just the beginning. Let's go.